So guys, pag-usapan natin yung nangyari sa spot welding ko. Una, dahil sumabog yung MOSFET, while naka-charge ang battery, hindi ko in-unplug. 2, separate power supply, charging the battery, and the controller. And because of that, after I spot once this MOSFET, the MOSFET of this board blown, all of it. And I purchased a new one, replace. The result is short. But after I replace, I check it carefully if there is short or none. The result, the multimeter shows that it's not shorted. I'll give you an example. Anyway, this is a new controller, but the same to my old spot welding controller. Kung shorted yung MOSFET dito, itong LED ng MOSFET board hindi mag-glow up in 2 times after I press the put pedal switch. But you see that it's functioned properly. Gives a signal to turn on the MOSFET 2 times. 2 times blink. Like that. That's why I thought that after I replacing the MOSFET board is fully function. Pero hindi. Kaya every time I replace, there's a short. Kaya umabot ako sa ganito. Kadaming MOSFET na nasira. Dahil dyan, I decided to purchase a new controller. This controller. And the result is the same. And then I purchased another MOSFET, and the result is the same. So I decided to purchase a new MOSFET board for spot welding. This one. Ito yung makikita nyo sa seller ads, the old model. Hindi nyo ito makikita. Pero pag nagpumili kayo, ito ang ma-receive nyo. Huwag kayong mag-alala, ang bagong model mas safe kumpara sa old model. Dahil pinagtaga nila ng TVS. This TVS connected to drain and source para iwas sa spike during spot welding process. But the circuitry design with this two board is still the same. TVS diode correspond in every gate to every MOSFET, and also this one. All this diode correspond to every gate in every MOSFET, and all this resistor, which is 10 kilo ohms, connected to gate and the source, a pull down resistor. So the only difference is this one, the TVS, that connect the drain and the source. And this one, walang TVS. The TVS is to protect the spike voltage during the spot welding process. So, kung bumili kayo guys, I highly recommend that this MOSFET board, it is safe compared to the old model. But based on my experience, I've been using this for more than 3 years, I think. Hindi sumabog yung MOSFET within 3 years paggamit ko. Even kahit ginamit ko siya sa max power to weld the copper and the nickel strip at once, hindi sumabog yung MOSFET. Hindi ako nagka-problema. Nagka-problema lang ako after I use 2 power source. 1, charging the battery. 2, power up the controller. That's the result of the blowing up all the MOSFET with this MOSFET board. So my advice, kung ang gusto niyo ng spot welding nyo is battery, do not fully charge the battery. After the fully charge, unplug and then power up only the controller. Only one source. But kung ang disenyo ay capacitor, kailangan ng constant supply ang capacitor to charge the capacitor para hindi ma-fully drain yung capacitor. And I install an IRL40SC228 to this board, and I put inside in the box so that it's safe. And I will do a few tests, a few spot test. The first pulse is 40, interval millisecond between pulse 1 and pulse 2 is 99, and the second pulse is 70. This is a 0.2 copper and 0.2 nickel strip. One spot weld firmly, like my previous spot welding to this board, even though this is a old version of the IRL40SC228, still powerful. And according to the description, the latest version of the IRL40SC228, it is more efficient compared to the 209. And if you are planning, guys, to build your own spot welding controller, I will write it down the silver link to this MOSFET board and this controller under my video description to my YouTube. So thank you for watching, guys. See you to my next video.